It's 1 minute past 6 now, so I think I'll begin. Welcome everyone to this Community East Forum. It's a forum that is held jointly with the city, and we share it with the city, with our colleagues in the city. This time it's we in South Cambs are leading on it, and I'll make some introductions. I'm Claire Daunton, one of the district councillors in South Cambridgeshire, representing one of the councillors for the Pendleton and Fulbourn ward. With me tonight, I have colleague Chris Carter, who is the Delivery Manager Strategic Sites. Chris, hello.
Evening, Councillor Daunton. Hello, everybody.
Also, I have with me, keeping the show on the road, officers from South Cambridgeshire District Council, Robin Kerrigan, Louise Lord and Ryan Coetzee. I believe we will also have officers from the city, councillors and officers from the city. If we have any councillors from the city, if you would like to make yourself known now. And we also have with us a number of representatives from the County Council, including Rob Lewis from County Education. Rob, would you like to make yourself known? I think.
Hello, good evening.
David Allett from County Transport.
Good evening all.
Thank you. And other colleagues from the county and people representing other organisations will make themselves known in due course as we come to different parts of the agenda. This is the first time that we've had a forum in this format, so please bear with us if things go wrong. We're learning. I'm sure, well, I hope you will appreciate that. I'm sure you will. This is, as I mentioned earlier, it's a forum for exchanging information and receiving updates. It's not a part of the formal planning process. And we'll be dealing with questions in the following way. We'll keep questions in respect of each presentation. So we'll reserve questions specifically for each presentation. And you'll be able to ask your question by raising your hand, or putting a question into the Q&A function. I will be monitoring the raised hands and my colleague Chris Carter will be monitoring the questions in the Q&A function. We will try to leave 10 or 15 minutes at the end for general questions that are not related to the specific sites under discussion. So if you put a question in the chat, which is not related to a specific site, don't worry, we hope have time to come to that in the end. We have received some questions in advance and we hope to deal with those as we go along. If not, we'll try to answer those in the end. Any questions that we don't deal with, that we run out of time for, we'll try to collect and send a written answer. Finally, on the subject of question, we have had a couple of questions already sent in on Anglian Waters and the move of the water treatment plant. Now, I just wanted to draw attention to the fact that this is the Community East Forum and the water treatment plant and North East Cambridge Area Action Plan is dealt with under the North East Forum, which actually met 2 weeks ago tonight on the 10th of March. And there were a number of questions at that forum on the water treatment plant. We won't be covering that directly today, but again, if we have time in the last 15 minutes or so, we will try to come back to it. Finally, before we get on to the presentation, which you've all come to hear, we will be recording this session. So if you miss something or you have to go out to do something else out of the room, you will be able to catch up with the recording. So without further ado, I'm going to go straight to our first presentation, which is from, it's on the Fulbourn Hospital Resource Centre, and the presenters are James Phillips and Alison Manton. Over to you, James and Alison.